Some stories in history are more than just events. They become enduring mysteries. One such enigma is that of Roanoke Colony, the very first English colony in America, a mystery for the ages. And then, suddenly, it vanished without a single clue, completely disappearing without a trace. It was the year 1587. Queen Elizabeth I of England commanded Sir Walter Raleigh to establish a permanent colony on America's eastern coast. He entrusted this important mission to an artist and explorer, John White, placing great faith in his skills and judgment. Under White's leadership, 115 English men, women, and children embarked on their journey to America, settling on Roanoke Island. That island is located in what is today's North Carolina. Among them were White's own daughter, Eleanor Dare, and her husband. They would later give birth to Virginia Dare, the first English child born in America, a true milestone. It was a difficult beginning. From the very start, life was hard. There was little food, the weather was unforgiving, and relations with the nearby native tribes were tense. The crisis grew so severe that the colonists pleaded with John White to return to England and bring back help. White agreed, but he did so knowing he was leaving behind his daughter and his newborn granddaughter. After a journey that lasted 3 years, White reached England, only to find everything had changed. With the threat of the Spanish Armada, England halted all ships, a national crisis with personal consequences. White was unable to return to America for 3 long years, until finally, in 1590, he made his way back to Roanoke. But what he saw was nothing short of a nightmare. The mystery began. The colony had vanished. No men, no women, no children, no traces of blood, no burned homes. Only one sign, a single word carved into a tree: CROATOAN. This word pointed to the nearby CROATOAN tribe. White inferred that perhaps the colonists had gone to live with them, but storms at sea cut the search short. After that, White never found his daughter, his granddaughter, or any other member of the colony. What happened to the colony? In history, it became known as the Lost Colony of Roanoke, and to this day, no definitive answer has ever been found. Several theories have been proposed. 1. Assimilation with local tribes. It's believed that the colonists may have merged with the CROATOAN or other neighboring tribes. Some later reports mention European faces and language among the native people. 2. Spanish attack. Some believe that Spanish soldiers attacked and killed everyone in the colony, but no bodies or evidence of a battle have ever been found. 3. Hunger and disease may have played a role. Hunger and disease could have spread through the colony, causing people to scatter in different directions, but the disappearance of all 115 people at once still raises questions. 4. Supernatural or mysterious forces. Some believe that this was a supernatural event, perhaps an ancient curse or some kind of powerful intervention. The word CROATOAN has later appeared in several other well-known mysterious incidents, which has further strengthened this theory. To date, numerous excavations, DNA tests, and linguistic studies have been conducted. Some evidence has been found suggesting the presence of European DNA within certain Native American tribes. However, this is not sufficient to prove that these individuals were the Roanoke colonists.
One hypothesis proposes that those 115 people did not actually perish, but instead disappeared from the eyes of history, adopting a new identity. According to some unverified reports, in the early 17th century, some individuals of European descent were observed living among local tribes. They had blonde hair, which was uncommon among the native population. Their language resembled broken English, and they had adopted indigenous culture. Could these have been the colonists? Some historians believe that yes, these people joined the CROATOAN tribe. There, they took up farming and started new families. They lost their identity, but they survived. Recent DNA research has also provided some clues. European ancestry has been found in some Native American tribes, but this evidence is not strong. Still, it keeps the possibilities open. And then there are folk tales about Virginia Dare, a fair-skinned girl who bridged 2 worlds. Of the English colonists and the native peoples, she left behind her mother's tongue and learned to sing in the language of the forest, now lost to history. But she lives on in tradition. Final voiceover with music slowly fading in the background. Perhaps the story of Roanoke Colony was not just one of disappearance. Rather, It was the birth of a new civilization where identities changed, but people endured. Perhaps they left us a message in that single word, CROATOAN, not a farewell, but a path they set upon forever.